Welcome to the Vineta K tutorial for Wipeout HD. Vineta K, along with an Alpha Pass, are one of the first tracks open to you in the game. It's a reasonably open track, but there are a few corners in there that can catch out the unwary. So let's start by taking a quick tour of the track on Venom class. Now let's have a look at the course corner by corner on Phantom class. The first part of the circuit is a very shallow chicane. The ideal line through here would be to hug each apex as closely as possible, but the main aim is to hit the speed pad on the left hand side on exit. How you take this next corner depends on what race mode you're racing in. If it's a time trial or speed lap, you'll want to cut the apex as closely as possible. However, if it's a single race or tournament, there will be a weapon pad on the right hand side, and so it may be ideal to take this corner fairly wide. Either way, you should notice that the gradient of the corner will mean that you will not have to take it as sharply as it may seem, so only a light tap of the left air brake will be needed. The next corner series is probably the trickiest in the whole circuit. It's a light right hander followed by a deceptively sharp left. As it's very difficult to see these corners coming up due to the tunnel, a level of anticipation is going to be required here. Try and start over on the left hand side and swing lightly over to the right in order to clip the right apex. As soon as you reach it, immediately hit left and give a touch on the left air brake. Your momentum will carry you through the corner. There are two speed pads on exit, but if you're in a race, try and aim for the one on the left hand side, as there's a weapon pad immediately following. There's more than enough height to barrel roll off this jump straight off. However, if you do need to, pull the nose up slightly just to make sure. This long straight has three speed pads that you want to find yourself aiming for in the pattern left, left, right. However, in a race, the first speed pad will have a weapon pad directly to the right of it. It's up to you which to go for. As you approach the final speed pad, this is where you want to start turning for the left hander that follows. It's a fairly long corner, unless you're piloting a Physar, you will need to be tapping the left air brake as you travel through. Watch as the craft goes through and keep an eye on the left air brake. This line of speed pads here is your cue to start turning for the next right hander, which is actually quite shallow. However, depending on your approach, you may need to use a bit of right side shift on exit in order to bring the craft level again. And you definitely will need to hit the right air brake on entry. If you're going to barrel roll off of this jump, you need to be aware that the left hander ahead is fairly long. As you go over and commence the roll, you need to aim just to the right of the left apex. There's a speed pad waiting just around the corner, which identifies the ideal line. Use the left air brake to guide the craft through the corner. Finally, if you have a turbo, this is the perfect opportunity to use it and to crack a barrel roll over the line. Do be aware though that there is a shallow left going over the line, so you will need to turn in mid-air before you land a roll. If you do attempt this roll, keep the nose as low as possible. The more time you spend in the air, the slower you'll go. Now let's see the whole lap done at full Phantom class speed. Thanks very much for watching and good luck with the game.